Okay, so welcome to this YouTube channel. So today we are going to learn about surds. Okay, um, today we are going to focusing on these five sub chapters. The first one is definition of surds, then surd properties, addition and subtraction of surds, expanding binomial products, and rationalizing surds with a binomial denominator. Okay, it's quite difficult to say the words. So, definition of surds. Jadi apa sih itu surds? What's the definition of surds? So, surds are terms that contain the square root sign. Oke, jadi surds itu adalah terms atau bisa dikatakan numbers or anything that contain square root sign. Jadi dia memiliki tanda akar. Okay, for example, square root of 2, so this is surd. Square root of 3, square root of 5, square root of 213, so they are all surds. Okay. Surds in bahasa Indonesia can usually refers to irrational number. Okay, so irrational number atau bilangan irasional. Tapi surds have certain circumstances karena dia harus memiliki bentuk akar. Jadi biasanya surd itu tidak bisa ditemukan hasil akarnya. Misalnya akar 2 itu berbeda dengan akar 4. Itu bisa diketahui hasilnya this is equals to 2, right? Jadi ada hasilnya. Tapi dalam surds, ini tidak bisa ditemukan hasilnya. So there are no tidak bisa diakarkan. Okay, so let's move on to the next part. Okay, surds properties. Jadi sifat-sifat dari surds. Sifat yang pertama adalah multiplication. So the square root of A times B equals square root of E times square root of B. Jadi bisa dipisah seperti ini. Okay, and vice versa, sebaliknya, square root of A times square root of B equals to square root of A times B. Okay, let's see for example, square root of 27. Okay, so square root of 27 equals to square root of 9 times 3. Okay, 9 kali 3. And from here you can say square root of 9 times square root of 3. Okay, square root of 9 akar 9 itu sama dengan 3. So 3 kali akar 3 square root of 3. Jadi 3 akar 3. So you can say square root of 27 equals to 3 akar 3. Or 3 square root of 3. And the second rules, the second properties is square root of A divided by B equals square root of A divided by B equals, you can also write like this, square root of A divided by square root of B. Okay, let's see for example. For example, square root of let's say square root of 27, okay, divided by 4. Okay, so square root of 27 divided by 4. You cannot divide them. 27 tidak bisa dibagi 4, so you can write that separately. Square root of 27 divided by square root of 4. Okay, square root of 27, as we can see before, it equals to 3 square root of 3, and square root of 4 is 2. So you can say this is equals to 3 square root of 3 per or over 2. Okay, so these two properties of the surds. Now let's move on to the next part. Addition and subtraction. This is quite special. Why? Because in surds, when doing addition and subtraction of surds, you cannot straight away find the total of the number inside the square root. Jadi tidak bisa langsung serta-merta dijumlahkan. Seperti, does square root of 9 equals to square root plus square root of 4 equals to square root of 13? No. Does square root of 9 minus square root of 4 equals square root of 5? No. So they are wrong. Okay, as you know, square root of 9 is 3, square root of 4 is 2, so the total should be 5, right? So this is 3 minus 2 equals 1. Okay, so you cannot straight away add the number inside the surds. Jadi bagaimana penjumlahan dan pengurahan surds? Okay, so you can add or subtract surds that are alike, yang serupa. Seperti apa contohnya? Let's say for example, okay, let's say example number 1. I'm gonna give you some example like square root 2 square root of 2 plus square root of 2 minus 3 square root of 3 plus 2 square root of 3. Okay, let's see. Oke, penjumlahan dan pengurahan surds itu cuma bisa dilakukan, you can do that if they have the same surds. Jadi ini memiliki akar 2, di sini akar 2. Okay, so you can add them up. You can find or you can add 2 plus 1 because there is 1 here. So 1 square root of 2, there are 2 square root of 2's. So 2 plus 1 is 3, so there are 3 square root of 2. Oke, jadi ada 2 akar 2 ditambah 1 akar 2, atau bisa kamu katakan akar 2, it becomes 3 akar 2 or 3 square root of 2. And for this one, square root of 3 and square root of 3, you can add, no, this is subtraction, you can subtract this. So minus 3 plus 2, so this is minus 3, so it's minus 1 square root of 3. Ya, minus 3 tambah 2 berarti minus 1. For minus 1, you don't need to write minus 1 here, just write square root of 3. So this is the result. And you cannot subtract this because different surds. Jadi 1 akar 2, satunya akar 3, kamu tidak bisa mengurangi ini. So this is the simplest form of the addition and multiplication. Okay, now you can try this one. 2 square root of 75 minus 3 square root of 12. Okay, let's see. So 2 square root of 75 equals to 25 times 3, okay, minus 3 square root of 12 equals to 4 times 3, right? Okay, this is equals to akar 25 itu sama dengan 5, so 2 times 5 times square root of 3 minus 3 akar 4 square root of 4 equals to 2, jadi bisa keluar, so 2 square root of 3, so this is equals 2 times 5 is 10, so 10 square root of 3 minus 3 times 2 is 6 square root of 3. Now they have the same surd, jadi akar 3, so you can subtract 10 minus 6, it's 4 square root of 3. It's easy, right? Okay, now let's move on to the next part, expanding binomial products. Okay, what is expanding binomial products? So in binomial products, let's say for example a plus b multiplied by a minus b equals a squared minus b squared. How is it possible? Okay, let's see. Dalam perkalian binomial seperti ini, you can do it like this. So a times a plus a times minus b. So first of all, a plus a is a times a kali a sama dengan a squared, right? A times minus b, it's minus ab. Okay, next you move to b. B times a, b kali a, just equals to ab, right? ba or ab, just the same. Next, b times minus b, so it's minus b squared. Okay, then because minus b and plus b, they are cancel, jadi hasilnya 0, so you will get a squared minus b squared. Okay, so this is the simplest form. So if you have question like this, just consider that this is a, this is b, this is a, this is b, because they are same. 2 akar 5 di sini juga 2 akar 5, ini akar 3, di sini juga akar 3. 1 minus 1 plus, so plus minus they are same, totally same, just reversed. So you can answer it like this. So it's a squared minus b squared. So a is 2 square root of 5, so 2 square root of 5 squared, okay, minus square root of 3 squared. Okay, 2 pangkat 2, 2 squared is 4. Okay, 5 pangkat 2, 25, akar 25 equals 5. Atau akar di pangkat 2 kan itu langsung hilang akarnya. Okay, so akar 3 pangkat 2 langsung hilang akarnya, so 3. So you get 20 minus 3, it's 17. That's the answer. Okay, this is very important because the concept of these expanding binomial products will be used for the next part, which is for rationalizing surds, merasionalkan. Jadi ini mau dirasionalkan. How to rationalizing surds? Oke, bagaimana cara merasionalkan? So often denominator, penyebut with a form of surd should be rationalized. Jadi kalau pembaginya dalam bentuk akar itu harus dirasionalkan. How? Oke, caranya adalah you multiply this with the same how to say denominator but different sign. So kalau di sini plus, kita gunakan minus here, so kurang akar 2. And so we don't want to change the value, so we divide it with the same value. Jadi ini kan kalau dibagi dengan ini sama dengan 1 dikali ini, sama hasilnya sama saja ya. So it's just like you multiply misalnya 3/2 dikali 2/2, right? 2/2. So 2/2 kan 1. So 1 kali 3/2 itu sama saja dengan 3/2. So the case is just like this. Hasilnya nanti akan sama saja. So we will get, nah kita kalikan ya. So 5 kali 3 sama dengan 15. Alright. So square root of 15 minus 5 kali 2 square root of 10. Okay. This one you can use the previous understanding or knowledge. Say this is A and this is B, this is A and this is B. So A nya sama dengan 2 akar 3, B nya adalah akar 2. So you can just write 2 square root of 3 squared minus square root of 2 squared equals, so they are the same, 2 square root of 15 minus square root of 10 over, so 2 times, sorry, not 2, this is 4, because 2 square root as 2 squared equals 4. Square root of 3 squared is 3 minus square root of 2 squared is 2. So the final result is 2 square root of 15 minus square root of 10 per 12 minus 2. So it's 2 square root of 15 minus square root of 10 over 10. So this is the result. So the rational form of this is just equal to this one. Okay. Yes, I think that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, you can write down your questions in the comment section below. Goodbye and see you in the next video.